Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome back to Morning Bread and Butter. I'm Rip, joined by Mr. MYK. Say what's up, Mike. They can't see your face, I know. Of course, guys. Thank you guys very much for joining us. Today, we're going to be covering Zafina. Zafina, of course, you know, it's a character that people are talking about a lot lately. She's got a really big-ass backdash. We'll get into that in just a bit. We're going to, you know, there's a lot of tutorials out there about this character already, but she's one of the newer characters. I feel like she's a little bit over... What's the word? How do you describe her, Mike? She's a little... I don't know, overlooked?
I think
she's overlooked. Yeah, like, I mean, people talk about it, but they haven't seen her in tournaments yet, right? So I feel like it's still a character we should cover. I think a lot of people also are trying to figure out answers to her, but, you know, we'll see what we get into here. So let's get things started, Mike. I'm going to hand the controls over to you, and we're going to start off with some Punishers. That's what we're going to do. Punishers first.
Got some fancy transitions now back to like old school bread and butters. Okay, so Punishers, once again, it is 1-2 is her most generic, like any other character. She has a 1-2 string. She even has a 1-2-3, not natural though. So 1-2, only +4, 16 damage. I would recommend using 1-3 instead. 1-3, if you don't hold back, you automatically go into this stance, which is Scarecrow, which we'll go over in a bit. Which she has a couple of different options that she could use with the +7 that she gets from going into the stance automatically.
Yep.
If she does not go into it, she is a little bit more minus, and it's only +1 if she doesn't go into it. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
So basically, that's pretty good damage, and it leaves her in stance with options as a Punisher.
Exactly. And then the next option as well is 1-4. 1-4 as well, much like 1-3, she automatically transitions into a stance, but this one she'll go into Tarantula with a +2 afterwards as well.
Yeah, so damage-wise, you're looking at 1-4 doing the most damage, but 1-3 being slightly less damage, but it leaves you in stance and gives you options afterwards.
Right. And then next after that, she has a 12 with down 1, but I wouldn't really recommend using down 1 as a Punisher for a 12 frame.
It has a follow-up too, right?
Yeah, down 1-1. Down 1 by itself is -16 on block, so it's not really a great move to just kind of throw out. But yeah, next moving on to her 13, she actually has down forward 1-4 and a down forward 1-2. Down forward 1-4 highly more, way more recommended because you get a ballerina spin. You get that +12, you know, huge hit plus frames, and also at the wall, the ballerina spin will do a wall splat. So extra good there.
Yeah, you know, the ballerina spin doesn't always do a wall splat now, right? That's kind of inconsistent since the Kazumi change.
Yeah, you pretty much have to have your back against the wall for it to splat. If you're like slightly off axis, it won't splat and stuff like that. So,
gotcha.
Yeah. Moving on after that, she has a couple other different punishes for her 14. She has down forward 1-4, down forward 1-2, 4-2, down forward 4-1, down forward 4-2. Both NCC, both do the same damage. But you probably want to go for down forward 3-4 for her 14. She gets a little mini combo with down forward 3-4 into down back 4-2 afterwards. And sometimes too, if you're slightly off axis to the right, you could even get like a follow up on certain characters.
Oh, interesting. That's cool.
Yeah, that's for her 14. She even has her rage drive as well at 14. It's super key to keep in mind because it is a 14 frame launcher that does a ton of damage. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind as well. But only with
a lot
rage.
of people don't hit this when they're just trying to use it like a rage art. But if you're using it as a 14 frame Punisher, it's gonna work.
Exactly, and she only has it in rage, so it's great for her. Unfortunately for Zafina, she doesn't have a 15 frame launcher like most characters. Her down forward 2 comes in at 16, but fantastic move still. Has good range, has high crush and certain mid crush properties to it. It can avoid certain mids. Yeah, it's just great overall. It's one of those down forward 2s that launches crouchers as well. But it is -12 on block, so keep that in mind.
Exactly.
After that, she has back 1. Not really recommended to use for punishers. Another 16 that she has is also 1+2 4. If you need a little bit more range than her, it's also a little bit more range than her down forward 2, and it's also really good when you're using it out of her backdash, especially with this character because you're going to be using her backdash a lot. After that, like I said, back 1, 1+2. There's a slight just frame to it. Back 1, 1+2. You hit the 1+2 right when the back 1 hits, and then she'll transition into this. But for the most part, you're going to be using down forward 2 instead because the damage output's still higher overall.
Yeah, but generally back 1, I noticed like the range is super good on it. So it's just one of those things where like maybe a Deathwish or something, it's actually 1 frame too slow to punish Deathwish.
Yeah,
I just thought about it. I was like, wait a second. No, but stop saying. But it's about that range is what I was going for. Like if you punish something at that range and you don't have something that down for 2 is going to reach, then back 1 might be something that you're looking for.
Yeah, the thing with Zafina in the Paul matchup, she could punish Paul's Death Fist with down forward 2. It actually reaches, surprisingly. And then if she gets shallow hit Demo Man, this is another notable one to kind of mention. It's back 1+2. This also works against like Hitachi's forward 2 on block, 16 frame pushback. So any of those types of moves you can punish with back 1+2, but not huge damage, but something better than nothing. Gotcha. And then after that, she has 21 frames, forward 3. Big chunk of damage, launcher, insta screw launcher, but it does a ton of damage. And then that's pretty much it for her standing punishers.
Let's go to crouching.
Yeah, moving on to her crouching. Her 10 from crouch is generic down jab, not too much, nothing too special there. But this is kind of where she suffers too for her while standing punishers. She kind of only has while standing 4. At 18 damage plus 7, this was a buff in one of the more recent patches for Zafina. It used to be only like +4, +5, but she got a little bit more advantage after this now. But yeah, this is pretty much all she has from 11 to 15.
Yeah, it's a big deal. So she doesn't get like a 13 frame while standing punisher like a lot of other characters.
Right. She has no 13, 14 that does the chunk on while standing. So this is pretty much it for her. But the extra frame advantage is nice. After that, she has while standing 1, 2. While standing 1, 2 is fantastic because you could kind of hit confirm it as well.
That's her 15 frames, right?
Yep, it's her 15 frame launcher. And then after that, pretty much just has while standing 2. So that's pretty much it for her while standing punishers. She doesn't have a delayed hop kick, unfortunately. Yeah, she has one of the female delayed hop kicks.
What's the while standing 2? How do you transition to keep it like safer?
Yeah, to transition into Mantis stance afterwards is by holding down. Most of her Mantis stance transitions you're gonna go into it by holding down.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that does it for the punishers. Let's go on and move on to some key moves.
All right. So this is the good stuff here. We'll start off with a couple of the highs. I kind of briefly talked about it already. 1-3. 1-3 is great because it jails even on block. Yeah. So you show that here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep, trying to duck, not working.
Yeah, so even if they try to duck, it's not a big deal. She could keep herself safe. Yeah. So they have to be ducking before the jab even comes out, which isn't the worst thing in the world because she still has 1-4. So her jab strings, like if they duck, she has 1-4, and if the 4 counter hits, she gets the counter hits combo. 1-3 is really good because on hit, the +7, this is where it comes into play. So once it comes in, when she gets 1-3 as a punish, she has Scarecrow 1+2 or Scarecrow down forward 4. And this is both pretty much a great option because 1+2, it will, on hit, after 1-3, it will trade with down jab and it'll just kind of high crush the jab. And if it counter hits, she gets like Plasma launcher.
Yep, and I'm trying to jab there. That was a standing jab too. So.
Yeah, it actually crushes jabs. So after 1-3 hits, yeah. But if she could actually trade with down jab, but since this move is 17, it's going to trade in Zafina's favor. She's still going to get the trade with the counter at launch and everything.
Yeah, try that again. I'll try down jab.
Right. So she still gets the big counter hit launcher no matter what. And it's a really good option after 1-3 hit because it's pretty much uninterruptible. And Scarecrow 1+2 on its own will give a free guaranteed back 3. Moving on to a couple. We'll start off with her highs, notable highs. She has 4-4-2 as well. Another great move for her. 15, 16 frames after input because it is a dash input. It's her fastest homing attack. And it's an instant screw, and it's our strongest instant screw as well. So she could actually do like this into this, into hella damage, you know?
Holy
Like, look at
balls.
that. 82 is one of her strongest damaging launchers right
Yeah, but
there.
that was on counter hit for the homing attack, and it's a high. So
Right.
keep that in mind.
And then another notable thing, forward 3, even though it's kind of slow, the range is really good. And then the key thing about Zafina, if you hit back during her automatic Scarecrow transition, she won't go into Scarecrow, right? And that's also how you get the combos after forward 3, because forward 3 by itself, she'll automatically go into Scarecrow. So what you want to do is do forward 3 back, so you don't go into Scarecrow.
Right. So this is like we'll see this a little bit more when we talk about the stances, but like stuff like 1-3 to Scarecrow, forward 3 into Scarecrow, forward 2-3 into Scarecrow. You know, all those things you can do. You can just tap back immediately after to not go into the stance.
Right. So yeah, that's pretty much it for her notable highs. Like we said, 1-4 is a counter hit string launcher as well on the mid. But yeah, moving on to her mids, we have her down forward 1. This is honestly probably like top 3 moves for her. And even though it's -5 on block, she has the high follow up, which gives the ballerina stun. And she has like 2 mid follow ups afterwards as well. So she has down forward 1-2. Down forward 1-2 -13, and the third hit is also -13. But if they try to punish the second hit, the third hit will give a counter hit knockdown. Yeah.
And the second hit does that have a counter property too?
No. But
Okay.
the first and second hits are natural. So if down forward 1 hits, the 2 is guaranteed or the 4 is guaranteed. So,
Yeah, she has that move by itself though. That second hit right there.
yeah, down back 2 by
Yeah,
itself.
that one
It's
on
all-
counter hit too does a knockdown, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, down back 2 by itself is pretty good as well. It tracks both down forward 1 and down back 2 tracks to Zafina's left. So it's good against your opponent's side step right. So yeah, down forward 1 and down back 2 both track that direction. Really good tools for that. Down back 2 on counter hit gives a knockdown. You get a free back 3 if you're close. If you're too far, I think you could get
Down back 4
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, down back 4. Yeah, down back 4-2 won't actually combo. But yeah, that's pretty much it for those 2 moves. After that, we talked about her down 4-2. This is pretty much like the cream of the crop for her. Like the main strength for Zafina is her movement. And then the main way to capitalize with that movement is utilizing that down forward 2. You get a whiff off of a backdash, you get a whiff off of a sidestep, you use that down forward 2 to get optimized damage off of it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a chart on Reddit right now where they talk about the starter frames of backdashes, what the distance is. And like up to 10 frames, Zafina just owns every other character. So the first 10
Right.
frames of a backdash, Zafina's is further than every other character in the game. And
Yeah, she has
since
the
there's a cancel-
fastest, quickest fastest, farthest activating backdash. For
right.
Sure.
And since you can cancel like after 10 frames to do a backdash cancel, she should be able to race anyone across screen the fastest, basically, because she has the furthest startup on her backdash in the entire cast.
And she has some backdash abilities where she could backdash out of certain sequences, like we were showing, like this or something. She could backdash out of some of those sequences, unlike other characters where they have to just hold it.
Yep.
That's really the strength of this character, but utilizing her toolset with this amazing movement is how you get the fullest potential out of this character. So down forward 2, like I said, is great for, backdash, sidestep with punishment, but sometimes you might not get down forward 2 in time. 16 is a little bit slower than your 15 frame launchers, and it could be 17 as well, like we saw there, depending on range. So sometimes when you're backdashing, down forward 2 might not be in range, like we see right there. So in those instances, you might want to substitute the whiff punishes with down forward 3-4. Down forward 3 has more range than down forward 2, and also 1+2 4. 1+2 also has a little bit more range than down forward 2 as well. But
back one is it's only like 2 frames slower, right? Or even necessarily in some instances only 1 frame slower. So so that's pretty good whiff punisher too than down forward 2 if you get the backdash.
Right. Yeah. If you need the range and you notice that you're a little bit farther away than you expected, then yeah, get your proper whiff punishment ready. Another good mid that I like to use personally is her 1+2. 1+2 by itself is punishable on block, but yeah, on counter hit, it's a launcher. Yeah, so on counter hit, it's a launcher by itself. Even if you do the follow up, you can still get a full combo. One hit of the follow-up, you can still get a full combo, or even if you finish the whole string, you can still get a full combo.
Yep.
But the juice about this is I like using it just by itself, because even though it is -12, it really forces the opponent like, okay, because there's a string, this string right here, the full thing. If you could always punish it with a 10 from this after the second hit, right?
After the second hit, okay.
After the second hit, right? Yeah, always interrupt and punish the second hit with the 10. I think you might even be able to squeeze a 12. Try Zafina down 1.
Down. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can interrupt with the 12. So if you have a counter hit magic 4 character like Law, you could 4-3 interrupt, punish it. And if they match the third hit, you get a launcher. So extra great for you defensively. But the reason why I like using only the first hit is because if you try to punish the first hit, then the rest of the string becomes a counter hit launcher.
Oh my God. Just from the second hit?
Yeah, from the second hit, right. So I don't like using the mix-up between doing the second or the third. I like doing the mix-up between doing the first or the second.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Way better. Way better payout. But yeah, after that, we have her 444. Really great mid-range, long mid-range homing attack. It even has low crush abilities. And if you catch an opponent airborne, as we saw there, you could get a screw. On counter hit, it does nothing, unfortunately, unlike 442, but still a fantastic move for the range and the purpose that it has for homing. But keep in mind, it's a little dangerous to just kind of throw it out willy-nilly because, as we saw earlier, you can get floated out of it. Yeah, like right there. And then, yeah, if your opponent calls it out, they can float you out of that. Another great mid move she has, one of her best moves, I would say top 5 for her, is 443. 443 on block is +4. So 443 into down back 2 is like a frame trap sequence that they can't do anything about.
Ooh, that sucked.
Right? And then once they start respecting that, then you can start opening up with other stuff as well. Because 443, much like her forward 3 earlier, it automatically transitions into Scarecrow. And as I mentioned, the 2 best moves out of Scarecrow, in my opinion, is Scarecrow 1+2 and Scarecrow down forward 4.
Gotcha.
This is your quick mid-low mix-up. They both hit grounded, both do a counter at launch, actually, too. Yeah, even the Scarecrow 1+2, big class 1 launcher, you get a big combo. Scarecrow down forward 4, you also still get a combo.
Yeah, and the 443 with the frame advantage, you can use the frame advantage even if you go into Scarecrow stance too, right?
Exactly.
You can do like 2-2 or something.
Yeah, that would be uninterruptible as well. Or if you just do 2 by itself, it's a counter launcher. Yeah.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, so she has a couple options. She even has 3 forward 3. We'll get into the stances in a second.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a 443 is great if you want to keep the pressure going. It's a counter hit launcher by itself, right? So if you get the counter hit, you can still get a combo if you go into stance or not. You just have to keep in mind if you do go into stance or not, what you're going to do.
Yep, a little bit different.
Yeah. If not, you know, you could just do 443 back and then go into the down forward 1 to pick up into full combo. But yeah, like I said, 443 really good counter hit launcher on block. You're mad plus you're +4, so you have something to work with there. You have a quick low there, or you could do even 2-2 or 1+2. Oh yeah, you could even finish the string too. I see Arson using this every once in a while, but it's kind of risky because it's -16. Yeah. But if they flinch, that's a wall splat. So that's the time you might want to use it. Yeah.
So basically, 443, usually you keep the frame advantage, but if you think like, okay, this guy's back to wall, he looks unfamiliar with Zafina, I'm just going to pressure him and finish the string, get a wall splat out of it. It seems kind of gimmicky because it looks delayable too, right?
Right.
Yeah, it looks hella delayable.
Right. Yeah, so you can take that risk if you want to, and use it when the payoff will be good, like when you're going to get a wall splat. Another good thing, 443 +4, just a couple more minutes to talk about. You can kind of just throw this move out in the open. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? It's -11 if you don't transition into stance, but who punishes that, you know?
No, yeah, I think you can. My god.
Yeah, if they try, then you start transitioning into stance and start messing up with their food, playing with their food.
Yeah, I heard that like Akuma or Geese are like one of the only. I think it's Akuma is the only one who can really punish this really well.
Right. Yeah, as you saw there, 443 +4. Without the stance cancel, it's -11. But with the stance, you just hold down. It's -12, right? But it's like you saw there, her stances have some evasion, especially this move Mantis stance. It's strange because you think this move is auto high evasion, but it's not. Electrics, Jet Upper,
What?
Steve back one actually hits this stance. It's
Really?
not a true high evasion. If you're holding back during it, there's a little more high evasion. But yeah, and there's some mid evasion too, but it's not a true high crush for some weird reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird ass stance. This is one of the things that people don't like about Zafina, right? She's got stance. You're like, man, my shit don't hit her. So that's, you know, that's what it is, right?
Exactly. Okay, moving on to the next move. While standing 1-2. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. I think it's one of her best moves.
Agreed.
Period. While
I don't
standing
think
one,
it was so delayable and confirmable before.
right. It's pretty much hit confirmable if you're really sharp. Yeah.
I definitely think it's hit confirmable.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's a good move, and also it's really good because you could use it in like combos too. You could use if you happen to get like a float with it, you still get a full combo conversion. So it's like really nice with that. And also, yeah, it's just a really good move. Has high crush properties as well. On the first hit, it goes under, and even if you just hit the second hit by itself, yeah, as you saw there. Yeah, as you saw, even if you just hit the second hit by itself, the second hit is really where the launcher is. So, yeah, the second hit's still a launcher. You still have to be careful, and it's only minus. I think it's only minus 12, 13.
Minus 13.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So it's not the biggest risk in the world. You can definitely try to throw it out every once in a while. Sometimes opponents try to punish the while standing one because it is minus 10. Highly don't recommend it.
Yeah.
Because
Oh my god. Wow.
Whoa, you could actually just punish.
Maybe it's just Zafina. Well, I did late that time, but yeah. No way.
Ah, that's crazy.
Wait, are you delaying it at all?
No delay.
What? I didn't know that.
So I guess you can always punish with your 10.
No way, dude. That can't be right. Is this the Zafina only thing, man? We gotta have to test this later.
Is this real life?
That's pretty good. Because I was gonna say this change was so big because it wasn't that delayable before and so hit confirmable now. But wow, that's pretty interesting. If you can always punch with 10 there. We'll try it with the other characters later.
Yeah. Okay. Next thing I wanted to mention is Scarecrow.
Does she have an 11 frame I can try throwing out there?
Yeah, down. No.
The back one. Oh, down one is 12, right? Let's try it. I don't think that'll work at all. No, 12 is definitely too slow. We'll try with Law later. We'll figure it out. Let's move on.
Right. Okay, so moving on, like I said, Scarecrow 1+2, great mid out of this stance, especially after 1-3 on hit. It's pretty much a frame trap, counter launcher, and it hits grounded, which is extra nice. Yeah, so it hits grounded, so you can use it in Oki situations at the wall. Another thing I want to mention is probably Mantis down forward 2. Safe mid launcher from Mantis. It's really good, really good. And also Mantis 2. Yeah, Mantis 2, also a really good tool. It's really good after certain tools like down 3, which is probably going to be the most common way that you're going to see a Mantis transition. Down 3, down, or one like let's say Scarecrow down forward 4, down. So those two are probably the most common Mantis transitions.
I'm sorry, can you tell me the Scarecrow one again?
Scarecrow down forward 4, down.
Scarecrow down forward 4, down. That's not down forward 4. Down 4.
Yeah.
I see. Gotcha.
Yeah, Scarecrow down forward 4, down. Then you go into Mantis. You kind of want to always do this transition because Scarecrow down forward into Mantis, down forward 2 will be your launcher into your combo. So, and it's also a good way to just go into transitions. So you have down 3 into Mantis 2. Mantis 2 is really good because it's a counter launcher. And it's a frame trap after this sequence right here. So down 3 into Mantis 2. If they mash even down jab, it'll counter hit it. Yeah. While standing 4. Yep.
Wow. Okay. So if you get, well, I'm sorry, what's the first hit? One.
Down 3 into the
That's just regular down 3?
Regular down.
Do we talk about down 3? I feel like we missed that in the core moves.
No, we're gonna get into those. I'll just go over our mids right now.
That's an important ass move. Yeah, let's go on.
Definitely an important move. So yeah, like I said, good way to transition over to her lows. All right, so for her low department, I'm not a big fan of, but you know she has a couple lows, right? Back 1+2 is her fastest low at 16 frames. It high crushes, has huge range, hits grounded. It even mid crushes certain things. It mid crushes Shaheen's orbital. It mid crushes Brian's orbital. It mid crushes Shaheen's hop kick. It mid crushes a ton of S. A ton of stuff.
It's funny because, like, Unconquerable always calls it Tiger Shot. He's like, Tiger! Except,
Tiger.
like, there's no projectile. It's just her body stretching out that far,
Yeah, it's either low Tiger Shot or Dalsum Stand Fierce. It looks the same.
Yeah, dude.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so this move is probably...
Look at her freaking ankle, dude, when she does it. Her front ankle. She's breaking her ankle. Dude, can you see that?
That is scary now that you mention it.
I never looked at it before.
It can't be unseen.
Is that like a water reflection thing? Or is that actually her ankle doing that?
I don't know. That's scaring me.
You did some that one more time? Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
She's flexible.
I see it, dude. Yeah, real flexible. But back 1+2, fastest low she has. Like I said, high crush, mid crush, all that stuff. Common sequence that you see, back 1+2 into 4-4-4. This is hella not a real sequence.
Yeah, why is this real? I was gonna ask.
I don't know. People get hit by it all day long, though, and people do it all day long too.
I'm like hitting any button I want, and it's beating it all.
Anything. You can literally do anything. The opponent's gonna be forced crouch, but that's the thing. Like, I don't know why people do this sequence like this.
Maybe they think people are gonna sidestep or something.
Exactly. The weakness to this string is that it's -17 on block, so it's hella bad on block. But yeah, it's still useful for the range. Yeah, her wall standing 2 is 18.
Yeah, wall standing 1-2. That's what I did.
Yeah, so it's hella launch punishable on block, but good range, good high crush, good mid crush. It can get stepped easily to the right or the left, like I just did to her.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, what the hell? How do you do that? Yeah.
Yeah, so it can be stepped pretty fairly easily. So that's the weaknesses. If it gets blocked or stepped, she's dead. She's literally dead. And so it's very risky on block. But in my opinion, this is her best low, down back 3.
Oh, yeah.
You got to do down back 3 back. This is also one of those automatic transitions into Scarecrow moves. So if you do down back 3 by itself, you finna get launched. They get a block. Yeah. So you want to do down back 3 back to keep yourself safer. On hit, it's 0. So it's not too bad. Neutral, you can challenge with jabs and you'll trade with their jabs. Not too bad. Yeah, so down back 3 is really good. Hits grounded, also a good tool.
Yeah, it just does not high crush though, right? So if you're trying to poke low and somebody's throwing electrics or magic 4 or Steve back 1s, you're gonna get counter hit. So you got to be aware of that.
So, very scary, yeah, right. Because it's 18 frames, no high crush whatsoever. But yeah, after that, another good low move she has is down 3. It is a little slow, but it does have some high crush and mid crush frames as well. But it has to activate. It doesn't happen right away. I've been Magic 4 by Rick himself.
Your mic is going ham again. It's hella funny though. But yeah.
Oh, really?
No, yeah. It's definitely the internet fluctuating because we're using Discord for the phone call. We're using Parsec to like connect on the internet to each other. But yeah, I think you're cleared up again. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, down 3 is really good.
Down 3, really good. But also a counter hit launcher, right?
Yeah, counter hit launcher. Boom. You get big damage on counter hit. Yeah. She gets good stuff. And counter hit down 3 is really nice because the counter hit combo, but also not just for that, but like if down 3 hits, like I showed earlier, Scarecrow 2 is a frame trap. Mantis 2 is a frame trap. Mantis 1-3 is also a frame trap. So she has these 2 mids to transitions out of. But keep in mind though, if you notice your Zafina player opponent is doing like while standing 4 after down 3, that means they're not going into Mantis stance. And down 3 by itself is -15 if you don't go into Mantis stance.
Damn it. Like that. Yeah. So basically, you have to pay attention to see if that down 3 is transitioning into a stance for her, or if she's just blocking. If she's in stance like that, it's safer. It's only -13. But if she's not, she's just blocking it and doing nothing, then you can launch her for it. So you got to pay attention.
Right, and her frame advantage changes too. But yeah, down 3 into Mantis 2 is really good, or Mantis down 3-1. Mantis down 3-1 is really good because it's a safe low mid counter hit launcher.
Why is that a counter hit launcher? That's so weird to me. It does
so much, yeah.
It seems like it's just supposed to be an annoying poke, but then once it's countered, you're like, oh god, I know what I was doing. I was just trying to swing at her because she's doing this dumbass stance.
Yeah, and it's messed up because like after this, she could go into this as a low, or she could go into this as the mid.
It's like, man, like I said, I played with Unconquerable the other night. He still has all these same ass gimmicks, and they still work because it's just so frustrating. You see her in that stance, you're like, what am I supposed to do? And you just start hitting buttons, and you counter it, and you're losing your life, and he's laughing. Good times.
Yeah, good times with Unconquerable. But yeah, that's pretty much it for her low department. She has a couple other ones, like I mentioned earlier. Scarecrow down forward 4, probably her best low from that stance as well. A lot of the other stuff she has is more of like big payout stuff, like down forward 3-3. I wouldn't really recommend.
Nah, and I think both of those hits are launch punishable, by the way. Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
like
they're
such
so
a bad
bad.
move. Yeah.
Yeah, they're so bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it for her low game.
You want to switch over then from key moves and go over to stances?
One last one, I guess. Full crouch mix. She has that
good.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun,
Full
full
crouch.
crouch.
Yeah. She has a full crouch mix up game. Full crouch down forward 3. A little slow, but 23 is like right at the mark where if it's reactable or not. So you could test them with this, or mix up with this.
That's a big ass comparison difference. I think the wild stand 2 is hard to use that as a mix up there, but I have seen plenty of people get hit by this. The full crouch down forward 3.
Right, exactly. So you can mix it up with while standing 1-2 for your mid, or while standing 2 for your mid option there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for her key moves, in my opinion.
All right, let's go on down to stances. We already talked about a bunch of them, but stance, of course, she's got quite a few of them, so it's time to talk about her stances.
Oh man, all right. So she has 3 different stances, and there's a couple ways that she transitions into them off of certain moves automatically, such as but for the most part, manual. I'll go over the first one. There is Scarecrow, which is manually done by 3+4. You have 3+4 for Scarecrow, down 3+4 for Mantis, and you also have down 1+2 for Tarantula. So these are her 3 stances: Scarecrow, Mantis, and Tarantula.
Gotcha.
So we'll go over Scarecrow first because we see it after 1-3, and like I said, she has Scarecrow 1+2, really good move, really good sequence to use after 1-3 hits. She has some unique stuff out of these stances too. She could do side steps. She could even like side walk.
What?
She could like tap side up over and over, right? And then she could step. She could go up and down. She could go forward and back and twerk it a little bit. Yeah,
twerk it a little bit.
Yeah, and then she could cancel Scarecrow into Mantis by doing down 3+4 when you're in Scarecrow. Yeah, and then she gets this little back crawl animation. But
DJ, bro.
Yeah, she's got some fun stuff, and she could do like some fox steps shenanigans too. Like,
how do you turn around? 2+3? Yeah.
Yeah, 2+3.
Yeah. So when you're in Tarantula, you can turn around. Is it Tarantula or Mantis?
Mantis. Yeah, this one's Tarantula.
Yeah. So from oh my God, Tarantula's the 1+2 button. So down to when you're 3+4, for down 3+4 for Tarantula, you can hit 2+3 to turn around with it.
Mantis, and then 2+3.
Damn it, yes.
Yes.
Every time I see her on the ground, it's like Mantis, Tarantula. It's the same shit, man. She's on the floor.
I know. There's so many chances.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, and then she could start fox stepping it the other way. But yeah, a couple things to note about these stances. This stance, she cannot block. Scarecrow, she is unable to block whatsoever. So she's legit just stuck. A lot of the times you see Zafina players, they don't know what they're doing when they are stuck in this stance. And they're just like, oh my God, please save me.
Yeah,
I need to get a move out so I could cancel out this stance safely. Also, Tarantula is unblocked. She can't block during this stance either. And she will be in a float state if you hit her out of this stance. So you got to keep that in mind. Yeah, but she's going to be face down, feet away. So the float conversion is a little wonky. Yeah, as you saw there. But yeah, Mantis is probably her best stance, in my opinion. It has high mid evasion. It just has a lot of good evasion overall. And she could do movement stuff, like I said, with Tarantula, with side steps. And she could block in this stance. It's not like AOP. It looks very much like AOP, right?
She can block.
She could block. It's just the craziest part. She could legit just straight up block highs and mids.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
And she could still block lows. Like, to cancel this stance, you hit down back, but that animation, when she's doing that, she automatically blocks all low.
Okay, so she blocks low during the animation. I'm repeating you if the mic goes out now. That's my strategy.
Okay.
The other thing is that when you mentioned she can sidewalk with this, so you can't do a single side step. Oh, you can. Whoa. That's nutty. I knew that she could do this from Scarecrow, but I didn't realize Mantis could move so much though. This doesn't even look right, you know?
Yeah.
Like what game is this? This looks like an RPG third person, just like, you know, like
I know.
it's wonky. So that's what. But from Tarantula she cannot, right? Tarantula she cannot sidestep.
No, yeah. Tarantula, she could only move forward.
Only
That's
forward,
it.
yeah.
She can't even move backwards.
That's some creepy stuff too, man.
Yeah, you can fox step the freaking Scarecrow like this by doing up, forward, fox step it, and then you can go the other way with Scarecrow too. So she has a lot of fun in her stances. But let's get into the moves in her stances. I think the most useful stuff out of her stances, I kind of talked about Scarecrow 1+2 and Scarecrow down forward 4. She has Scarecrow 1. It sucks, honestly. Scarecrow 1 because she's minus and she's stuck in stance. So
what
she
about
can't
on hit
really,
though? On hit, it's like plus 9.
Yeah, but it's like you might as well do. She has like Scarecrow 2/2, which is a lot of people use. It's natural NC, but if you just hit the Scarecrow 2 by itself, it's actually a launcher.
Yeah.
Right, and then if you hit the Scarecrow 2/2 just on the second hit, it's a knockdown. Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah, it's hard. And then you get a free back 3, but it is -10. Keep that in mind. Yeah, but sometimes the range it leaves you at could make the opponent's jab not reach. So,
okay, yeah, I see.
Another good tool. She has 3 forward 3. This one's plus on block. This is not her only plus move in this stance.
Oh, okay. It's high though. Yeah, it's super gimmicky.
All this stuff kind of sucks because there's a lot of weaknesses to it. She has like 3/3/4, which is mid low.
That's a gimmick one. That's pretty good though.
This one. Yeah, and it's also kind of like a counter launcher too if the low hits. You transition into Mantis and then boom.
Yeah, I see the chat asking, does she retain her backdash speed in Mantis stance? Definitely not.
No,
definitely not. Not even
just
close.
Her neutral. Yeah, her stance movement is not as good as her normal movement for sure. But yeah, Scarecrow, another good thing. Down 3. This move sucks too because she's stuck in stance. I think it's technically launch punishable if you block it. So yeah. She's stuck, so she can't do anything about it. So that's why
it says -6 there. It's actually launch punishable, right?
And the bad thing is she could kind of save herself, right, by doing the string, right? Okay. But it's low high.
Yeah, but still it works though, you know. Like I'm doing my 15 frame launcher there, and I'm getting counter hit. So you have to wait for it. So it becomes this mind game mix of like, is she gonna finish it? Am I gonna get launched, or is she gonna get launched?
But yeah, she also has down 3, down 3. Down 3, also launch punishable. And this one, interestingly enough, people don't know. If you get hit by the first down 3, you could low parry the second one on hit. Yeah. This move sucks.
See, nobody knows that though. That's the thing about Zafina. She's kind of like, she's got that bear thing, you know, where a lot of characters or players have infamiliarity with the character.
Absolutely.
And so, I mean, this string you're talking about, these options here, right? Like I was just trying to down jab after to see if it would beat all 3 options, and I couldn't.
Yeah, like a lot of the sequences you'll see is like down 3 into Mantis, right? Then they'll do like 1/3 from Mantis. Mantis 1/3. This is also a good one. Much like 1/3 from standing, you can choose to go into stance or not. 1/3 by itself automatically goes into stance. 1/3 back will not go into stance. But the great part about Mantis 1/3 is that it jails even though it's mid high. Cannot duck it.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's a safe mid string out of this.
That's cheap.
Sequence.
Yeah, because I tried to
really
duck.
good.
Yeah, they should make that not jail. What the hell?
Yeah, in my opinion, Mantis is the juice for this character. Everything else, like one last thing about Scarecrow, the best 2 moves, like I said, 1+2 and down forward 4. But she also has down forward 3/3 for your homing, big risk, high crush, low.
Wow, so that's a natural combo at least, right?
Yeah, it's NC for sure.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, can I get hit by the first one, block the second? That'd be so bad.
It used to just be one single hit before.
Yeah.
And then so.
But now it's like it's functionally is one hit. You know, just there's an extra animation of it when it hits you twice now.
Exactly, yeah. So you get a little bit more damage, whatever. But then also she has 4. This is the big one. 4. Don't forget. Even if she cancels this one, because this one as well, you could choose to stay in stance or not, by back or not. But it's always at least -20.
-20, you say? The dogs agree. It's at least -20. That's very bad.
Very bad. But one good thing, if you walk to your opponent's back, this string is actually guaranteed if you do forward 2/3 into it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Only
So
on the back.
forwards-
What about the side?
I think so for the side too.
Yeah.
Like depends how far. You got to be a little bit past like 90. Yeah.
Yeah. See, like that's the edge where it's not basically. That's
Yeah.
dead. Yeah.
So that's guaranteed as an NC combo. But yeah, it's a Power Crush launcher, and the messed up part is it's 14 frames, so it's actually really freaking fast. And this is where you're gonna see this transition sometimes. Sometimes they'll just let it rip,
Yeah.
or 1-3 on block, they'll just let it rip sometimes.
Yeah. I think I heard Arthur talking about like going low if you see her going to from 1-3. Like, is there a good low crush option she has?
A low crush
Scarecrow?
option?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
she
because
has
he was
nothing.
suggesting like just Arthur was suggesting just like hit him low basically. If you see
Yeah,
him
you
go to
can-
Scarecrow, because that way the
Yeah.
power crush is never going to beat you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Or if you just block it out, you know, she's dead. Or if you end up blocking one of these, make sure to kill her first because she's stuck in stance afterward.
Oh
But
yeah. I got so scared when you did it right there.
right. Yeah, she's stuck. Yeah, all that stuff. Even Scarecrow 2, she's auto stuck in there.
You just waiting for the second hit though. So there's a lot of stuff you got to get familiar with. And I think a lot of times when you're playing against Zafina, you look at the character, you're like, oh god, she's in stance now. I'm scared. But if she
Right.
does something from the stance, you got to take advantage of it a lot of time. But you also have to get familiar where you can take advantage, which is the hard part.
Yeah, Scarecrow and Tarantula hit her. Mantis, you'll be a little more cautious. Yeah,
Ooh, Mantis, yeah.
yeah, Mantis is the problem. But yeah, Mantis, the main things is like she has a couple tools. Like I said, 1-3 is really good. 2 is really good. 2 is really good, but like you see there, it's minus 14. So sometimes you might want to use the whole string
boy.
just in case. But you know, even the whole string is minus 14. I think 13 actually. Yeah, you still get a combo on the full string. Yeah, also, I do this on accident sometimes. This move is terrible.
But it works.
It does work. It does work.
Why?
But this, dude, the first hit, if you block it, it's like minus 30 or something, right? Yeah, minus 19. And then if you block the second hit, it's like literally minus 30.
But this is the same kind of thing, right? Where if you
Yeah.
block, you try to punish, you get hit by the second hit, right?
Right.
See, so
yeah.
that's like she's got a couple of these where you're like, oh, I can hit you now, but no, she actually went for it, and instead of me launching her, now I got launched for
Yep.
committing.
That's exactly a lot of her things. But yeah, her strings, like those kinds of strings, she doesn't usually have too much of a mix out of those, other than like other moves itself like this. It's always gonna just be like 3-4 mid. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mantis 3-4 stuff you showing right there, that's like super frustrating, super annoying. Most time though, like it's like low mid or it's low low low, you know, or
Yeah.
it's low low mid.
Yeah, so for Mantis, the main things is like 1-3, stance or not, and then it gets you out of the stance too if you want to go back to neutral. Really good for that. 2 is your mid counter hits hunting tool. Mantis down 3-1, safe low counter hit hunting tool, really good. Another good option for Mantis is 3, because 3 by itself is also a counter hit launcher. And it actually tracks both ways. So if you need a homing attack or a tracking move, yeah, so down 3 into 3 will actually track all directions. You can only sidestep up, but yeah, you can't sidestep this sequence at all. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And if you try to retaliate after down 3 on hit, down 3-1 or 2 will check you. Yeah.
Yep, and that's a big ass combo, like 60 plus damage.
Right. But yeah, that's pretty much it for her Mantis stance stuff. She also has a Power Crush, which is not too good. I wouldn't really recommend it.
I've never even seen that move before.
Yeah, and it doesn't really even hit grounded. I thought it would be like guaranteed after something like this, right? Like Tarantula down 1+2, her big low from that stance. But it doesn't really actually hit grounded. So if you stay down here,
Yeah, try to
doesn't
get
hit
up
grounded.
before. That's why it actually hit. So if
right?
you stay grounded, it's fine. But I think people try to get up, so that's an interesting option.
But yeah, the last stance. Oh yeah, one more thing. Mantis I mentioned earlier, down forward 2, so good. Safe mid launcher. What could be wrong about a safe mid launcher? You know?
I want a safe mid launcher. Wait, I have one.
Yeah.
But it's got to be standing.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. But yeah, last stance, Tarantula. She has a couple moves. She has 1, which is her low poke. On counter hit, it gives a knockdown, which gives guaranteed stuff. Yeah, is guaranteed that. Tarantula 3 also. You know, if she does nothing, she stays in Tarantula. But if she does 3 down, she transitions into Mantis. So yeah, so if you want to transition 3 into Mantis, you could do that as well. I think the most damaging guaranteed thing is 3 down into Mantis 3. Yeah, that is the most guaranteed damaging thing. Tarantula, she also has Tarantula 2. This is a safe mid launcher, and this is one of the few launchers she gets double up forward 1 as a filler, so it does hella damage.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta time it a little bit though. I can't mash it out. Yeah, this combo hurts. One of her strongest launchers, 82. It's like the magic number for her, 82. And then the big low for her out of this stance is down 1+2. So down 1+2, auto transitions into Mantis, and then you want to do Mantis 3 as your strongest ground hitting option there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for her stance stuff. Oh, and 1+2. 1+2.
That's from Tarantula as well. This is a screw attack as well, so you might need this in situations.
Yeah, I like 1-4 counter hit. We'll get a screw with that. Actually, just stay ducking. Yeah.
I got
and
you.
Then, yeah, easy combo after that. And then she also has one last thing, 4-3, which is kind of whatever. This is probably the least.
It's a gimmick.
Likely.
Like I said, I'm trying to jab, interrupt them. Like, oh look, I'm punishable. Nope. I'm
right. Exactly. And on block, it's -14. So yeah, and it's not even NCC. I don't think so. Let me double check that.
Oh shit, my bad. It's NCC.
Oh, it is. Okay, cool. So it is NCC, but yeah, it does come with some risk. And dude, the Tarantula 2 is a safe mid launcher.
Yeah, and this one it fakes people out because they see that little arm thing she does while she's getting up there, and they're like, "Oh God, hit her!" And then like, nope, that's the wrongest thing you could have done actually.
Right. Yeah, this thing hurts, man.
So yeah, chat's mentioning Scarecrow 4 we didn't talk about.
Oh yeah, Scarecrow 4 hits grounded. Yep. Yeah, it hits grounded.
I got you. We didn't talk about
stuff. Yeah. You could also use it as a wall combo ender, and it gives over gives the flip over Oki if you want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's all the stand stuff in general, right? Like obviously, this is meant to be more of a beginner intermediate tutorial, right? Because we're going over a lot of stuff like punishers, etc. But we're not going to cover every single little detail about the character. So, you know, this will hopefully get you guys started on playing or defending against the character. Let's move on to some of the more, basic stuff that you're going to need to know, like homing attacks, all right? So some of the homing attacks we can talk about here, I'm just going to run through them really fast. We got forward, forward 2 we showed you earlier, high. We've got forward, forward 4, mid. This one, of course, you can be floated out. 4-4-2 counter launcher. Back 2 right here.
It's like a slower version of 4-4-2.
Yeah, it's funky. I don't think I've ever seen people really use this move.
I get it on accident on counter hit all the time. I'm like, how does this work? How did I get this?
She's also got down forward 1+2. This one's a weird one. Like, first of all, I didn't know it's a homing attack, but it's also a counter launcher.
It's a high crush during the whole animation. It's like
this is one of my favorite moves.
Yeah, it looks funky, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw like they're just high crushing away.
It's a clean high crush, but it's like a 36 frame high crush. If I hit somebody with this,
honestly though, it works so much. Like
does.
People like the thing is the way to use this move, right? I can tell you this from Tekken 6. You just run up to someone's face and you do it. And then they panic like, oh gosh, she's doing some kind of unblockable thing in front of me or something, and then they get hit by it. It makes no sense.
I'm not even gonna lie. At the Red Bull finals, the Red Bull Conquest finals last year, I saw Jimmy versus Shadow, right?
Yeah.
And Shadow was using this with this as a mix-up. And Jimmy was ducking this like 2 out of 3 times. He got hit by this. I was like, why is he ducking this?
Safe mid launcher, man.
Yeah, so I guess you could use this as a ghetto mix-up. Down back 1+2, big low sweep. We didn't mention this yet. Down back 1+2 has an extension as well, but down back 1+2 by itself, it's a normal hit, low launcher.
Sure.
So,
and then
big damage from a load, boom.
Yeah, that's your snake edge basically.
Yeah.
One of them at least. So then the last 2 homing attacks she's got both come from Scarecrow stance. Which people also call crow stance, by the way. I didn't know that was a thing. But Scarecrow into down forward 3 and down forward 3-3. This is her other snake edge, right? So those are the other homing attacks that she has. Let's move on to her power crush. Boom. Oh. Yeah, exactly.
This one's great. You know, I should have put this in the key moves, honestly, because it's -9 on block. It's one of the few safe mid homing crushes. So sometimes you could just kind of throw this out, and it's multi-purpose too, because you could use it for Oki, and it's guaranteed, and it's grounded in a lot of situations.
No, yeah, exactly. Back 3 there. One of her core power crushes here. Then the other ones she's got are from stances. So she's got Scarecrow 4, which you talked about earlier. We've also got Mantis 1+2. There it is. Bing, bang, boom. Mantis 1+2. So those are options, basically. If you need a power crush from those 2 stances, Tarantula doesn't have one. If you're standing, it's back 3. That's all for the power crushes. Let's talk about her wall bounce options.
Really simple. She only has one.
No, she's actually got 2.
What's the second one?
Exactly. I knew you didn't know. So forward 1+2. This one's a wall bounce, but also forward 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah. I was like, who ever gets that?
You're not going to hit this one, but it's there, all right? It's there. But that was an easy section to cover, right?
Yeah. I was like, damn, I totally forgot that's a wall bounce.
So let's move on. Screw attacks. All right. It's a lot of options here. You're not going to use most of these, but we started earlier 1+2, 4, 4. It's only if you counter it and you get the third hit. It's basically impossible to use it in combo otherwise. 4, 4, 2. You've got forward, forward, 4. If they're in the air somehow, you've got forward 3, which is a screw attack by itself. You've got forward 4, which is a funky move, but it's also available to use as a screw attack. Boom. You also have down forward 1, 4, which is that second hit by itself from the forward 4. You've got down forward 3, 4. Wait, that can't be right.
Yeah, that was down forward 3 down.
There you go. Yeah, my bad. I did the wrong notation. Then from her stances, you got Scarecrow down 3, 3. You've got Scarecrow 3+4. You've got Mantis down 1, 4. You've got Mantis. I'm trying to remember the notations for all the stances. 2, 1, 4. And you've got lastly from Tarantula.
You got
That's
this.
not the one. Damn it.
Nope.
Tarantula. I was so close. Which one's down 1+2? There. Tarantula 1+2. Yeah. That's all the screw attacks. Also, I'm not going to show you guys this, but her 10 strings also are listed as screw attacks. I don't know why, and I don't care why, because they don't do screws in the actual 10 string. So how are you supposed to use that? I don't know.
That's weird. But all right, yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything.
Combos, Mike. Let's talk about combos next.
All right. So for combos, she has this basic route, right? So basically, after down forward 2, you're going to do up forward 1. Up forward 1 is good for fillers. And then your main screw in combos are going to be like Scarecrow 3, 4, down forward 1, 4, and Scarecrow down 3, 3, and Mantis down 1, 4. So these are pretty much like your main screw attacks. And here's like a bread and butter combo after down forward 2. I'll show you 2 variations. Well, I'll show you 3 variations actually. So this is like a staple I like to use. Boom. Oh.
Up forward 1, down forward 1, forward 2, 3, 3+4, back 1, 1+2.
Yeah. So you can either sacrifice the ender because the back 1 ender is the strongest ender, but it's always gonna ruin your wall carry because it side switches every time. So keep that in mind. Another way to keep your wall carry going is by doing such things like 4, 4, 3+4. You can substitute that ender for that instead. Or there's a couple other variations too that you could use for wall carry, like up forward 1, jab, up forward 1, down forward 3, 4.
Up forward 1, jab, up forward 1, up forward 3. What is that? Down forward 3, 4? Yeah.
Yeah. And you can do different wall carries as well. She has a lot of variations to her combos. I think her strongest after down forward 2 is this. Yeah, down forward 2 into
hard.
4. Especially online, where how we're.
Let me try it. Yeah, okay. It's not that hard. It is hard.
Yeah, it's really not that hard. Yeah, it's definitely something that you could work on getting.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do this. Just online, I think that is going to be a kind of an issue for a combo. It's pretty tight.
Yeah, so after I can't do it on our setup right now.
No, I mean you can do it, but it's hard.
Oh yeah. So the route you want to do is up forward 1, forward 2, 3, back. Forward 2, 3 is a string that you're going to use a lot in her combos. You guys, it's one of those strings where you can hit back to cancel out of the Scarecrow stance, or you can just let it rock by going neutral, and then you do 3+4 after that.
Gotcha.
To get the screw. So the common route, up forward 1, forward 2, 3, boom, 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 like that, and then enter. But keep in mind, there are some variations to some of her combos, like while standing 2, you can't get up forward 1 right away. It's just the recovery on while standing 2 is not too great. So you actually can do a couple variations. You could do 1 into a forward 1. So this actually does the same damage as this filler. So you could do 1 up forward 1 ender there, or you could do while standing 2 into standing 3.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
I don't like that combo. It looks ugly.
It does look ugly, but this is the strongest.
Yeah, I figured because no one would do that combo. No one would have learned that combo and been like, yeah, that one looks tight. You know, they would have been like, this one does more damage, so we're gonna do this.
Yeah, that one, or you could do down forward 2 as the filler as well. So the convenient part about Zafina that I didn't mention earlier is if you're playing that backdash whip punish game and you caught a down forward 2 airborne, you can still just do another down forward 2 right away, and then or down forward 1 to pick up afterwards on an airflow. So after wall standing 2, you could have this route, or you could do this route, down forward 2.
I see.
Both do the exact same damage. So
basically down forward 2 after while standing 2.
Right. After while standing 1, 2, you want to do up forward 1 as well. Exclude the down forward 1. Go straight into forward 2, 3.
Yeah. So up forward 1, forward 2, 3.
And then screw with 3 plus 4. Yeah.
Yep.
Scarecrow
3 plus 4. Exactly.
One more thing I should mention is Mantis down forward 2. This you could do the 4-4-2 instantly. This is actually the strongest filler. But if you want something safer, just do forward 4. This is where forward 4 will come to play. Forward 4, up forward 1, forward 2, 3, hold back, and then you do back 1 after that. And for the insta screw launchers, there's a couple examples. Like forward 3 would be one of them. Forward 3, 4-4-2 on counter hit. Any of those would be those examples. So you could do 4-4-2, 4-4-2. This one though, the insta screw launchers, you want to wait just a tad before you do the second 4-4-2, and then you add the down forward 1 in there, forward 2, 3 back, then back 1.
Gotcha.
And then you get yeah. But since also for the raise drive, you could do the same combo, but exclude that down forward 1, exclude that extra hit. So same thing. This is like her max damage after up forward 3. Then forward 3 back, up forward 1, forward 2, 3. Forward 3 back, up forward 1, forward 2, 3, back 1. Boom.
Holy balls.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it for those. And I think I showed the example earlier. She has a couple variations on getting a double up forward 1s in combos. Yeah, Tarantula 2 is one of them. Right. Another one is counter hit down 4-3. We didn't really talk about this too much because this string kind of sucks. It's low high and it's only NC on counter hit. Very risky, kind of like a Warong string. Yeah. It's another string that you can get double up forward 1 in. And also Mantis 1+2. This filler is good because you could do it after Scarecrow 1+2 and down forward 1+2. So the filler, just like the while standing 2, where you fill in with a launcher and then do down forward 1, you do down forward 1+2, down forward 1+2.
Oh God!
Yeah, you just do it twice. Same thing with Scarecrow 1+2. So if you want your big damage combo, boom.
Interesting. Wow, that's a ton of damage too.
Yeah, a couple other weird ones, I guess, is 1+2, just 4-4, right? If you ever get that launcher, you actually pick up a down back 3 back.
Okay.
So down back 3 back, down forward 1,
wow.
Same combo everywhere. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, so it's pretty much the same combo everywhere. It's just the pickups are a little bit different depending on what launchers you get. Mantis down 3-1. I like going for this one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it does a lot of damage. 80 damage
that's
almost.
Ridiculous for that string.
Counter hit down 3. You have a couple variations. Yeah, you can do down forward 4-2 for wall carry, or you could do down forward 4-1, hold down to cancel, and then you could go for mix up if they tech roll. So right here, and then you get a full crouch mix.
Yep.
After that. So yeah, you got a couple of variations there. I think that pretty much covered all her launchers and transitions. She has some other funky one, like this. Like this, I never mean to do, but you could you could do that as well. You could do 1-3 afterwards, hold back, and then full blown.
How about let's load up a wall stage and show them a wall combo.
Ooh, dude, the wall combo. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. Her wall combo is the juice. Because her wall combo does so much damage.
So much damage.
So much damage. And she has
so much damage.
She's, you know, the best part about her wall stuff is that she has the option to go for damage or option to go for continued pressure. And that's the really sick part about Zafina. The wall combo variations I'll show you guys. Restart to wall. Oh. Okay, so wall splat with 444. Boom. Yeah, so that's a standard up forward 1, down forward 1, 2, 1. Delay on the last hit so you could get the full 60%. But keep in mind, sometimes you could hit the up forward 1 like this, then the combo actually won't ever be guaranteed. You have to hit the down forward 1 grounded. Otherwise, they're going to be able to tech roll out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
See? Mm-hmm. So keep that in mind. So another variation to her combo, she also has 444 for wall splat, or any move for wall splat. You can do forward 2-3 into 4, scarecrow 4 for the flip over.
4-2-3 into scarecrow 4.
Or I like this one as well. Sacrifice some damage for Samoki. Yeah, this is good because this scenario right here, wall splat 4-2-3, scarecrow 3, right? They tech roll or not, it doesn't matter to me. Because I can just do Scarecrow 3 and then 1+2.
Holy crap.
No matter what, they have to hold that. If they stay down, the 1+2 is gonna hit them grounded. If they tech though, they're gonna have to hold the plus frame.
Yeah, it's like +6. Like that, +7.
So you get mad plus frames after that, and it tracks both directions on tech roll. So if you want to keep your pressure going, this is a good option.
Oh god, I tried to tech.
Yeah, it tracks both ways, and if they're mashing on wake up, it could even counter at launch. Oh, sometimes it'll hit like that. So those ones,
axis, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes for those ones you could kind of compensate. Another option she has. What did I do? Oh, I accidentally hit the home button. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. So she could even do. Oh yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah,
That's
so this
weird.
one's good for, like, let's say you have too many hits in a combo and stuff, or if you had rage drive, right? So the general one is, oh shoot, how do I do that? So after that, this is a rage drive combo extension. Yeah, that's the rage drive
That
combo.
doesn't seem worth it.
Yeah, it's really kind of not.
I would definitely spend the rage art instead. It was 65 damage for that combo. What if you just do the wall spam to rage art? I just want to see what the damage is now. What's the notation for a rage art?
I don't know.
You hit the rage art button. You have to check the move list, Mike. It's the first 2 things listed. We can check it right after this. Oh yeah, okay. 61 damage. So the combo was worth it. Hit start. Check the notation real quick.
I think it's back 3+4, down 4 3+4. There you go. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for her wall combos, and she also has, like, you know, wall bounce with this as well.
Oh goodness gracious.
Yeah,
all the dogs are out today.
yeah, she has some fun stuff that she could do with her wall bounce. So
She's a
Yeah.
cool character overall, man. All right,
yeah, that's
last
pretty much
section.
about it.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh,
All right. Another
one last
combo?
one.
I knew
If
you would.
you're-
That's why I didn't even say it.
Yeah,
I was like,
if you're stuck in stance, I can't think of how to get myself stuck in stance. But let me see.
like if you did like 1-3 on block.
Okay, so let's say if I get a wall splat and I'm stuck in Scarecrow, she has a Scarecrow wall combo, so it's like, yeah,
Ah, I see.
yeah.
So that would be one situation, right, where you do Scarecrow 4 and you get a wall splat with it.
yeah. So
Yeah.
this wall combo is Scarecrow 3 forward 3 and then 4. Oh yeah, so there's an example: Scarecrow 3 forward 3, 3 forward 3, 4.
So she's got a few of those. Damn, that did a grip, by the way. All
That
right.
does a lot.
So there you go. That's Zafina's combos and wall combos. Let's go to the last section of bread and butter. It's time to talk about anti-Zafina. Anti-section. Walk us through it, Mike. What do you got?
All right, anti-Zafina. First thing I would say, kind of like the Leroy episode, right off the bat, is her weak side is to sidestep left. Yeah, if your opponent sidesteps left, her down forward 1 won't track that way. Her down back 2 won't track that way. A lot of her key tools won't track that way. But the one thing, if you step this way, she has down 3 to track you that way.
Okay.
But down 3 it's kind of slow. 22 frames. It's not fast. It's not fast by any means. And the one thing that I always kind of have trouble with Zafina is like, how do I open somebody up? You know, how do I open somebody up with lows if they're not really scared of anything, right? All I have to do is like the real only transitions to Mantis to make it effective is starts from lows, in my opinion. So down 3 into transition is a good transition into Mantis, or Scarecrow down forward 4 Mantis. These are probably the 2 best transitions into Mantis. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Down forward 1, down back 2, can be stepped to her left, but down 3 tracks, right? To that direction. But if you're looking for down 3 specifically, or to step her low, it's weird because like if you're trying to step her lows, you want to go the other way. Okay, you could actually step down 3 the other way, which is really strange, right? There you go.
Yeah,
perfect.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is tough. It is tough.
But I think honestly, with down 3 specifically, I would try to block it. Like I was just doing this right now, right? And I was looking for your down 3, and I feel like you can kind of see it. It takes some practice, obviously, but I think it's right on that tip, right? Where like if you are alert that day, you know, you got some sleep and you're seeing everything crystal clear, you might be able to block this on reaction.
Right, exactly. And then once you start forcing that type of gameplay from Zafina, then she's going to have to start going for her homing attacks, which have some weaknesses to it, like we showed earlier with 444. If you outrange it, you could launch her for it, or you could jab her for it too. Yeah, like that. What Rip's saying, perfect range for it. Yeah, exactly. Oof. Yeah, see? So once she's really a slippery character. She could get in and out too. But like I always said, like that's the best thing about her. She has an average move set, average toolkit, with like this amazing movement. So it's really
that's a great way of pointing it out. Like obviously people talk about how ridiculous her movement is, like the fastest backdash, you know, furthest backdash, the fastest I should say, I guess, farthest maybe. But her punishment game is not the greatest either, right? Standing, she has no 12 frame. That's good. You know, she goes up to 13 frames before she gets better punishers. She doesn't have a 15 frame launcher. She has to get a 16 frames for that.
So you could already do certain riskier stuff on her than you could do other characters, right? Right,
and then from crouching, her while standing punishment game, she's got 10 and 11, while standing 4 and 11, right? But beyond that, she doesn't have a 13 frame while standing punch like other characters. So she has to go all the way to 15 to get while standing 1, 2. Exactly. So there's a big gap there, right? So her punishment game is it's okay, right? She's got stuff to handle everything, but you really have to.
I would say her punishment, her punishment game is kind of poor, realistically. Yeah,
she doesn't have 13. She doesn't have 12. She doesn't have 13 from crouch, and she doesn't have 12 from standing.
Yeah, she doesn't even have 14 from crouching. She has nothing until 15.
Exactly. So it's pretty weak, which is why she has such good movement, right? You got to look at all the pieces of the puzzle when you're looking at the balance of a character, the tier of a character, whatever you're gonna call it.
Exactly. And a couple other things that we were talking about too was like her transitions, like for her Scarecrow and stuff. Keep in mind she can't block, so if she does like, if you usually wait one move out, she's stuck, dude. So it's like after this she's stuck. After this by itself, she's finna get launched. So Zafinas that have a lot of sequences with like Scarecrow offense and stuff, it's really risky because all this stuff is launch punishable essentially. Yeah, and even if I wanted to like set up something ghetto with like, let's say this into like Power Crush, it just won't activate in time. There's nothing real.
Yeah, and like we said, you know, if you do see her in Scarecrow, like lows are a pretty safe option because she doesn't have a good low crush out of it.
Yeah, she has like her best low is this, honestly, from Scarecrow. Just don't hit any buttons after this because you're gonna get a Mantis 2 counter hit. Right. That hurts. And yeah, like that's pretty much it. Don't hit buttons after down 3. Don't hit buttons after Scarecrow down forward 4. Don't hit buttons after Scarecrow 1+2. Just a couple of those things, and just try to step her left with Punisher for those things. And a lot of times with Zafina is going to be trying to open you up, is going to be using, you know, try to chip away with that 1+2s. If you block one, if you block one, step one, kill her for it. You have to kill her for it.
Even that you know, Scarecrow 4, you got to launch that.
Yeah, there's so many people.
I never do it, and I know about it now, but like it's something I got to get the muscle memory built for.
Yeah, even though it says -13 there, it's actually, think of it as like it's at least -20. It's so minus, dude.
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor. How about switch me to Law really quick? Let's test the other thing we wanted to test earlier.
Okay.
Because maybe we can figure out how many frames it is to actually how many frames before she can actually block from that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because that would give us an idea of how long it takes to transition from that to the actual stance or to blocking. So what was the test we wanted to do earlier? That one?
Was it? Oh, was it that?
No, it wasn't that. It was something else. What the hell were we? Hey, chat. Do you guys remember what we were going to test earlier about 10 frame interrupt or whatever? Oh, it's the wild standing 1-2.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so do that again. Okay, so it trades at 11. I think. Try it again. Yeah, so it trades at 11, but it looks like you can punch every time with 10 frame.
Wow, that's good to know.
That's huge. Yeah, I didn't know that because if just do it by itself. Wild standing 1.
Oh.
Whoopsie. Yes, this is always punishable.
That's
always,
good.
even on
That's
hit.
really
No, not
good.
hit. Sorry, never on hit. But you know what I'm saying. Even if she finishes is what I was trying to say. Yeah. If you ever block while standing 1, that's what you got to punish. Don't let the second part come out.
Yeah.
Well, how bad is the second part of block?
13. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Like we said, noticeable things. That's hella minus 18. So you gotta launch those.
Man, how?
Maybe even worse than 18. I think it's like 20 or something.
What do I got to
pretty
say?
bad.
I'll try delay hop kick.
Oh, that's a good plan.
Damn, I can't. I can't even like wait for it. Maybe I can do lost faster to 1. That's
Yeah.
19 frames. You can block.
Well, I guess it's. I
You
guess
blocked
it's minus
19. Yeah. So that was actually
I
minus
guess
18.
it is 18. Yeah.
Wait,
it is
but,
minus
wait,
18.
but do it again on block. So it says minus 13, right? So it's actually 5
But
more
it-
frames to block.
Yeah, it takes.
6 frames
If
to
I
block.
hold back, it says right there. Yeah, minus 18.
Oh, it
turns
changes.
13 to
13,
18.
18. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But since even if it's 13, she's stuck in this stance. So
Right.
that one,
so,
she's held it.
So basically, you have up to 18 frames to punish it, though. Right? Like because my flip kick is 18 frames.
yeah.
So 18 frames is guaranteed if she stays in stance and tries to block.
yeah, it's just guaranteed. Period.
Yeah.
If she stays in stance, you can do whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to know. That's good to know because people look at the frame data, you're like, oh, it's only minus 13, but you know, if she stays in stance, you get minus 18 actually. So it's a little misleading.
But yeah, a couple key moves that you guys should be punishing, like we said, down 3. It's always at least minus 13, transition or not. So you should always get your 13s in there. If you notice, the Zafina player is doing like while standing sequences a lot after down 3, like down 3 while standing 4. Then it's like this player is doing a minus 15 down 3. He's not going into stance. He's a nut.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
In which case, boom, launch his ass.
But, you know, down 3, generally, I would say don't hit a button because that is a good fish for that
Yep.
mid move.
So if you
But,
get hit by
like-
down 3, don't hit a button.
Yeah, but a good thing about this too, or for you on the blockers end, if you block Mantis 2, look at that number, minus 14.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Hello.
Ah. So
Law
if
is
you wait
amazing.
it out, you can punish her.
I didn't
for
know
this.
that.
Yeah, this one's huge. People don't know this.
No. This looks like she's going to do it twice in a row. I feel like I see Zafina do this twice in a row all the time. And people
Yeah.
just sitting there like, oh, God, she's in stance. She's weird. I don't know what to do.
Sometimes they do the string, but I wouldn't really I don't know why they do the string because like if you do just a 2-1, you get nothing. Yeah. So it's like you have to finish either all 3, which is I think all 3 might be 13. Let's check.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did it say it's 15?
If I cancel the stance, it's 15. Did you
But you're
guys see
still
that?
stuck in stance, right?
Yeah.
Wait, can you block? Okay, so you
Yeah.
can't. Okay. I tried real hard.
That's weird. So if there's a timing for it. If I hold back, it's minus 15. If I just let the game block for me,
Yeah.
I can still. It's tricky.
So you have to time it to get the faster recovery?
I gotta make sure I don't hit hold block. There you go.
Wow.
Like that.
Interesting.
It's weird.
Wow. Okay.
And then I can make it 13.
Then I can make. Okay, let me try and punch you with 13 there. Crap. Oh my God! It's safe.
That's the
why.
thing. That's the thing about. That's why Mantis is the juice. She could block out of it. There's high mid evasion. There's some tricks to this trance. Yeah. Oh, I'm doing it wrong again. There we go.
Yeah. Hold back your exit stance. But wait, do that again, Mike. That's garbage, man. I'm getting mad.
Try generic down 4. Down 3 plus 4. Oh wait.
Whoops. I'll try it now. Oh boy.
I got the hold version. Yeah.
Is that what I should be doing?
That's the punish.
All right, that's the punish, boys and girls. You saw it here first.
So yeah, for those, if you have a generic down 4, I guess that is the punish. But yeah, that thing, that's the nifty part about Zafina, man. She's annoying. Like a lot of the Mantis stance evades highs, and it could evade some mids too. And she could block during it, which is the best part, honestly. And she could block highs and mids and lows, which is crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for her common weaknesses. A couple other ones is while standing 2. Keep that in mind. It's minus 14. Yeah. And even if she cancels into the stance, all you have to do is chase her. She can't block still for a bit. Yeah. So you just have to call it out. There's some characters that don't even have to worry about it. That have an option
twice. Yeah. Like Laws is a little bit hard. You have to know which one he's doing. Like that's a big chase there to commit to.
Right.
Maybe that. Damn, that'll be tight.
But then the thing is, like, if you notice, Zafina is just doing while standing 2 down. It just means that they're committed to not getting a combo in case it hit.
I think I can actually visually see it.
Yeah.
Nope. I take it back. If I'm just looking for the rollaway one, it's easy. But if the other one comes out, now I'm just guessing, so I can't actually do it. But maybe with practice.
Yeah, that one's a good one. You could sometimes attempt to duck down forward 1-4. A lot of Zafinas like to use that a lot in neutral.
Why?
I don't know why. Hella dead, right?
That's like some Sukin stuff. Down forward 1-2 maybe?
Yeah, down forward 1-2 just to check.
Yeah, that's if you try to punish it, right? So you gotta watch out that third. How bad is the third hit? Second is minus 13.
Second and third is 13.
Wow,
yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, just try not to get counter hit by this. A lot of times Zafina will try to start off her offense with this. +4.
Oh yeah, don't jab after that either.
Don't do it. Yeah, just do the strat. Sidestep left. Yeah, just try to sidestep left, and then you'll get out of like the follow-up stuff. A little hard, but
yeah, Law's sidestep is not the greatest.
But yeah,
oh god.
Another common idea, forward 2 sucks. I don't know why some Zafinas use this shit. It's minus 18 on block.
What?
And yeah, minus 18 on block.
Wait, do that again. That's a punish.
It sucks.
That doesn't. I don't even understand. Why would people do that?
They don't like to win. I don't know. And then the follow up, in case they do.
Combo.
It is, but it's mid high, and it sucks.
But it's a big hiccup for a window.
Is it?
Yeah, that's guaranteed.
But it's minus 18.
But it's hiccup probable. See, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things with Zafina too, where it's like she's gonna die or I'm gonna die. One of us is gonna die. She just
and even the last hit, look at that. I think it said minus 18. This string altogether is not.
That one's got hella pushback though.
Yeah, it's scary.
Is this the wall bounce one, right? Bounce, yeah. 4, 2, 3, 4, I think. Yeah, this one there's no range. It's hard to punish. Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah, that one's an extra pushback. Another big one, down 1, minus 12. If they finish it, don't forget to punish that.
It's delayable too, right? Counter it? Does that do back down one on counter it?
Yeah,
oh,
it
it's
does.
a launcher
It has a counter launch, yeah.
Yeah, that's why this move is pretty good, I think, because it's delayable. You can set up counters with it.
This string, if you ever see the second hit, always interrupt the second hit, yeah. Oh, that was a punish on me. Yeah, you should always try to go for your...
Wait, how bad's on block? Second hit.
It's on 11.
Minus 10.
10, okay, yeah. Always go for your 10.
That's cheap, because now if I do this, I could die. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3 on this. Yeah. Because that way I counter hit the third hit, or I punish with the 1, 2 at least. Yeah.
It's always you could always fit in a 10 to interrupt the third hit. So it's actually a punish / interrupt for the third hit. So you should always be getting your 10 in between there. For characters like Jack, Fang, Jesus Palm
forward
is
2.
great. Yeah, is great. It'll cover both, and if it's counter hit, great. Another thing, I think that's pretty much about it. The full crouch down forward 3, stagger on block, launch it. This is also launch 2. A lot of her big lows are launch. Yeah.
What do I do about Tarantula stance?
Tarantula, you could just hit her. Tarantula, she can't do. If you can't hit her, if you honestly can't hit her, a thing you should do is just jump over it.
Oh yeah, people have told me this before too.
She can't do anything. She's stuck in here for a while.
Come back here, you spider.
Exactly. And if you with King, it's actually funny because King has or characters that have back turn moves, right? You could probably do like jump over back turn 2-2 or something.
Oh god, we try it again. Nope. Screw. Damn it. Dumbass.
You know what's
Come
funny?
here.
King and Armor King can jump over and do their back turn 3, and it's like a punish.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So if you see this move coming towards you, it's actually another thing I want to mention too. 1-4. Even if you get the punish on it, in the matchup versus Steve, for example, 1-4, she can't do anything about Steve mashing Sonic Fang after 1-4 hits. So it's like she can't block in that stance. So she could do 1-4. Maybe you can mash 3+4.
That sucks.
Oh, that sucks.
Try it again. I know what to do. I know what to do.
Yeah. Let me see if I can mash anything. I don't think there's anything I can do.
I'll try and get hit to it. Okay. Yeah, so
That's
Law's not as
bad.
good as Steve Fox. Yeah. How fast is Sonic Fang?
14. Yeah.
14 Fang. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't really do anything. That's my best choice.
Try back 2. Oh yeah. Hit you?
Oops.
Ah. See, okay, so that's me mashing. Let me see me not
okay.
doing anything. Yeah. So if I don't do anything,
Yeah, it's good. I gotta do the junkyard.
yeah. So you gotta find like Steve, for example, can Sonic Fang there.
Try it again.
Yeah. So if I hit a button, yeah. Okay. If I don't hit anything.
Damn it, Zafina. Damn you.
That's the thing. Maybe generic down 4. Could be like something generic that every character can use.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, try it. I don't think it's gonna reach though. Yeah, that's really bad. It's really bad.
Scary. So I guess it might be a Steve thing.
Yeah, Steve is pretty good. Find options like if you got one, otherwise you're screwed.
Right.
Just do the testing we just did with your character. Everyone's like, does down 2 hit? No, down 2's not gonna hit.
That's a good question.
No way, dude.
Yeah, no way.
No, I can tell by like where things hit. Like maybe down 1.
Yep.
Oh, but see, that's unfortunate.
Can I
too, right?
crush the down one?
Hell yeah, you can. So yeah, it's not really good. I think whatever I did first, I think 4-3+4 is probably my best bet because if she hits me, I'm airborne. She doesn't get anything either. But if she does something slower, then I get the counter it too. So that's, for Law, I would do this.
Yeah, I forgot to mention this. This is not a bad move to transition into her Tarantula.
A forward 1+2.
Yeah, on counter hit, it gives a knockdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything
This
else,
actually
Mike?
is grounded.
go?
I think we pretty much covered everything for Zafina.
I
Like
think
trying to
so.
float this. This is a high, and even if she blocked this, you're only -1. It's not. She's not at huge advantage here, so not
Yeah.
too scary.
You just
generally-
reminded me, like, at range when you're playing against her, like the Tiger Low, back 1+2, and forward 4. These like
Is like
kind
the
of
main
common
thing.
mix up. Yeah.
Because
Very
the
common.
range. Yeah. So yeah, those are 2 ways to counter it. If you block this, make sure to launch. I still see people not launching this.
Yep.
And 4. Yeah, if you
Yeah,
float
try to
it,
jab
great.
it, but it's hard. Yeah, you got to like really be on point.
Yeah, see? Boom, boom. Definitely possible. So those things are definitely something to look out for. But keep in mind, another thing too, just look out for her strings. She has a lot of like bad strings. Like there's no mix from the down forward 3. It's either a low or a high. Great
High-low mix-up, the old
Yeah.
junkyard or the back high after it. Oh, yeah.
There's no mix there.
There's no mix here either. It's just high or it's low, you know? But people keep getting it. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's true. High, mid, high or low there. That's pretty much about it. 4, 2, 3, duck that. Is there anything else we're showing? Oh, down forward 4-1, right? This, I see some Zafina players doing this like it's a real thing. This is not real.
It
On
works.
block,
What am I supposed to do?
It's -18.
But I'm not. But when you cancel it, though, that's
Yeah, if
the
I
problem is the cancel.
Yeah, I'm gonna cancel. You can just launch, flip kick that.
I can't. I've been doing it. I mean, if I like just assume you're not gonna do it, sure. But if I react and wait for the second hit, I can't.
It's
Even hop kick.
scary.
You gotta like really be on point to like say she's gonna cancel it. I'm gonna hop kick.
Yeah, if you have a call out on it, you can definitely launch her. I think it's -18. Yeah, that's
On block though, right?
Yeah, on block. Yeah.
Oh boy. It's full crouch.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary. So, but yeah, I think that's pretty much about it for her strings. And
Yeah.
I think we kind of covered a lot of her other stuff. Oh yeah, this move minus 14 if you block it. So keep in mind. Like a lot of her best lows are like minus 13, 14. So
Yeah, and I think that, you know, one of the key things against Zafina, of course, her movement is fantastic, right? So you cannot be whiffing. You can't just be doing like, oh, I'm just going to whiff right here. You know, she will kill you for that. That's literally what she wants to do for you. So just be careful about your attacks. You attack from closer than you normally would against other characters. Because her backdash is going to get out of there really quick.
yeah, her strengths are definitely her movement. Don't be too scared about her, Scarecrow and Tarantula stuff. They're really not that scary. Yeah, like Scarecrow especially, like Scarecrow has like no mix in my opinion. This is her best low, right? And the Snako, you could totally see a 28 frame Snako offline for sure. Like if you can't see that, maybe
Tekken's not for you. Yeah, you know. Maybe check out like, you know, I don't know, League of Legends or, you know.
Maybe different kind of genre.
Some kind of turn-based strategy maybe, you know.
Turn-based.
You know, something like that. Anyways, that's going to do it for Zafina, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Anything else, Mike, before we go? Oh, make sure you guys follow Mike. Follow Mike at the name is MYK at Twitch and on Twitter. You guys can follow me, Twitter, Level Up the Game. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure you ring the bell. Subscribe and hit the bell for the notifications. Please do that. We're going to be doing more of these. Yep, we're gonna be doing more bread and butters. We got LUYG Labs coming. There's a new Masa video on the channel as well. JDCR Winners Mindset podcast coming back as well. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace.
Good morning.
That was perfect. You said it as the sun's coming up. The mics are still on, but it's beautiful. You guys have a good day out there.
All right, catch you guys next time.
Good morning.
Yeah.